Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a new video. Today I am taking you on a night point of view drive with the new Peugeot 308, but this time we have the estate version, and as you can see it is looking very unique and modern, and I really am a big fan of this design, this new Peugeot design direction. And let's start with the front. So obviously very similar or pretty much the same as the hatchback. We have the new badge as well as the new logo, 308 lettering here. These are actually the base LEDs which you get in the Allure pack that this car has, and then the GT would get you the matrix LEDs. So yeah, I prefer the signature of the matrix LEDs, but I actually think that this package, Allure trim, is the best option, best value for money, because you get pretty much all the things you need. Here we have 17-inch wheels, beautiful design of those. Side profile of this car, it is longer than the predecessor, also a bit lower to make it more sporty, more dynamic. And from the rear, so I will actually lock the car now and unlock it once again so that you can see the cool lighting signature. Look at this, it greets you with those beautiful lights, horizontal lights. And look at this, for example, the attention to details, just amazing. New logo as well. And here is the trunk, more than 600 liters when you go for the petrol or diesel, and here you have around 548 if I'm not mistaken, and nice square shape overall, very practical indeed. You can also fold the seats by pulling those. And yeah, I think now without further ado it is time to go on a night point of view drive so that you see the interior and how it looks from driver's perspective. So let's go. Here you see very modern, very unique. Look at those lights, look at those design elements and the screens themselves. So yeah, let's check it out from driver's perspective. All right, and you start the car by pressing the start button, and it comes to life. Hybrid system active. This is a hybrid model, 180 horsepower. And you see the layout here in front of us with a beautiful small steering wheel, flat bottom, and we also have the main touchscreen, the 10-inch screen with the new infotainment system. This section here that can also be customized, beautiful ambient lights. And now without further ado, here's the gear selector, automatic transmission, put it to D, release the parking brake, and we are pretty much ready to go. Of course in silence. As I said, this is a hybrid, 180 horsepower plug-in hybrid, combines electric motor and petrol engine, but there are other options as well. Second hybrid, more powerful one, 225 horsepower, and there's also the classic options, petrol and diesel. Petrol 110 or 130 and diesel 130. You can pair it with either manual or automatic transmission. So really a lot to choose from. First of all, I want to hear your thoughts. What would be your choice of an engine? And this plug-in hybrid makes total sense, especially if you have the charger at your home. You can charge it in less than 2 hours actually. And yeah, well, the layout here is very nice. It's so easy to get used to this, with the beautiful i-cockpit that has different views. So you change the views by pressing the button here, and you can also configure the i-cockpit views yourself. Now in order to do that, you need to go to settings, but the car won't allow you to configure that out during the drive. So that's a thumb up actually. because yeah, well, you need to be stationary in order to change those things. And I will show you that when we stop you can add the widgets, and it's actually really cool. Same goes for the home menu. All right, so we now go on a night drive, a nice relaxed drive. And I was telling you about this main touchscreen. You see we have a lot of widgets here, and you can configure it out yourself. But it's also cool that on this panel you can adjust and select the items that you use most. For example, climate, navigation, settings, energy, those are the options here. So for example, you want to change the AC, this is how you do it. This is to change the temperature, and then here is where you adjust the air blower. To be honest, I'm not a huge fan of the touch controlled AC functions, but it is what it is. Other than that, I think the whole layout here and the infotainment system is very good. It's very easy to get used to it. A lot of you will probably ask me about the steering wheel. I am a big fan of this one. Easy to hold and easy to maneuver, and also feels very nice to drive it, like a go-kart feel. And I think you will find the position to see most of the i-cockpit in front of you. And yeah, well, we also have the lovely ambient lights. I can show you those as well. If we go to customization, interior color, look at this. Now they are green, yellow, red. Suits the car very well as well. And purple probably has the most effect on camera. Tell me in the comments which is your favorite. I think we can go now. Yes, it's a lot of traffic. I usually film night point of view drives later at night, but I'm actually going on a road trip tonight, so I need to film this a bit earlier than usual. That means, of course, a lot of people around us, but that doesn't bother us. I will put the blue ambient lights, as that is my favorite. I will put the navigation on, and now you will also see that we have the beautiful 3D shape of the buildings. While we are stationary here, let me also show you this panel here, where we have the cup holders, adjustable, 12-volt power supply, USB port, and also optional thing would be a wireless charger here, but this car does not have it. But once again, Allure trim gets you a lot of things as a standard. So now, for example, on our left, the National Theatre, and I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's also visible on the 3D navigation. And I love the attention to detail. Really looks nice. Look at this. I think now you can see it. Let's recenter now, and let me show you the views here in front of us. Navigation view, energy flow, and yeah, the classic dials. You can configure it out. Once again, I will show you that, but when we will be completely stationary, because it takes some time to adjust all those widgets. And yeah, well, a lot of options on this new infotainment system. And energy flow is here. Unfortunately, the battery is not charged. At this moment I didn't have time to charge it, and I don't have the charger in my home. But you see that even now, sometimes, you know, we start with a bit of the electric power and in silence. Of course, when you have the battery charged and you drive it through the city, you will spend a lot of time in electric mode, and that's always nice to see. Now, speaking about those modes, this is your drive mode selector: sport, hybrid and electric. Of course, electric, it's used when it's possible, obviously. Now I don't believe we will be able to use the electric mode, but we can use the hybrid mode and then have the combination of electric motor and the petrol engine. You can also have the full screen here. This car is packed with technology as well. If I press the physical button here, you access the functions and options for the advanced driver assist systems, and now we see a lot of those. This car actually has the Croatian premiere. The premiere was today. I attended it and I got the car for one day to show you a bit more details. We will be expecting this car in August in Croatia, so I believe the first deliveries should start then, and the prices are also known, so I will put the prices in the description. Usually in my descriptions you can see the specs and some details about the car, as well as the prices if they are available. Currently they are, so I will put the price for the estate version of the new Peugeot 308. Of course, you can also watch my full in-depth review where I show you more details of the infotainment system itself and also the trunk and rear bench, stuff like that. But today's focus, I wanted to be on the driving during the night. And the 17-inch wheels that this car has are so good because they look phenomenal. They really stand out and make the car very unique, and yet they're not huge. So 17-inch, I mean, in these days, modern days, the 17-inch is no longer a big wheel, but I think here not only it looks nice, it makes the ride so smooth and comfortable. Now on our left we have some supercars. There is a supercar rally going on starting tomorrow, so a lot of things actually going on around the town these days. Not sure if you can see the cathedral there. It's also here on our navigation screen. Recenter. And Peugeot has this specific sound of the indicator, which I really love. But as I said, it's a specific one, so I want to hear your thoughts. Some of you may think that this is maybe a bit too much. You can probably adjust the volume somewhere in the settings. If you press the B button here, that is the B mode for the maximum recuperation. For example, look at this, I will now release the throttle, and the B mode is slowing the car down. Of course, not as much as on the, for example, electric cars, obviously, where you have the one pedal drive. Here that's not the case, but yeah, if you want maximum recuperation, this is, I think, good for the usage at the downhill sections, so longer downhill sections. Another option available here on this plug-in hybrid is eSave. This function allows forced charging by the engine while consuming fuel, so the engine can charge up a bit of battery. This is how it looks in complete dark. And we will do a quick stop here just to show you the features that I was telling about. Put it to park, have the button for that, and now this is how you do it. Go to settings, customization, display customization, and customize. You see we have a bunch of views that are available here, but we can also add the view, for example, driving assist systems, and now the fifth view would be driving assist systems and the gauges on our left and on our right. For example, if you want to save it like that, just say yes, save changes. Same goes for the touchscreen. We currently have 3 screens here, but if you add another page, you get it. You have a lot of widgets. You can also save it. So big thumb up for the infotainment system, especially when we compare it to the last one. I think this is really a big step up and move forward. Okay guys, and that was it. Thank you very much for watching this video. Do subscribe to the channel, as there will be an in-depth review and also the driving during the day. So yeah, tell me in the comments how do you like it. Do subscribe to the channel, and see you on the next video. Bye bye.